the Russian collusion angle. There isn't any collusion. There isn't any evidence, and yet this investigation's ongoing. And it turns out that the investigation is attempting to criminalize a presidential transition. Now, what is happening here, in my humble opinion, and I'm not alone in this, and I'm not saying this for the first time, I think there is, and has been ever since Trump was elected, a silent coup to get him out of office, ultimately. And before that is realized, they want to totally discredit Trump. They cannot stand that an outsider has come in and become the most powerful man in the free world.
I agree. That was Rush. Powerful statement earlier today saying that the Mueller investigation is nothing but a silent coup to get rid of Trump. Here with the reaction. Brand new book on Amazon.com, Hannity.com, bookstores everywhere. Let Trump be Trump, the inside story of the rise to his presidency, out tomorrow. Former Trump campaign manager Corey Lewandowski, former deputy Trump campaign manager David Bossie. It really feels when you're going to exonerate Hillary and praise Hillary before you investigate Hillary, and then all these people assigned to basically all these anti-Trump people investigating with Mueller, this stinks to high heaven. Almost as challenging as the campaign, if not more.
Sean, this is worse. This is the American government using taxpayer resources to go after a duly elected president. What I'm gravely concerned about is we're just finding out about this FBI agent who's an anti-Trump person, a pro-Hillary person, who never put her under oath, who never tested, who never asked her to swear to a federal elected official. She got a pass on this. That's the shameful thing here. And what they're doing is they're using the resources of the government to go after a president when there is nothing there.
A different set of rules for Hillary Clinton than Mike Flynn. It is a despicable thing, and I hope that we get to the bottom of it and it doesn't happen again.
No, it needs to be gotten to the bottom of now.
Absolutely.
All right. I knew you both during the campaign. I knew you both well during the campaign. It's an amazing, I think Rush also hit on another point. This wasn't supposed to happen in the media world. If you watch election night, sometimes we'll play it was like a depressed national media in one night, all of them. And since then, they've been at war. You guys were a part of probably one of the most historic campaigns in history. You talk about it in your book.
Sean, what the book's about is the rise of Donald Trump and what he saw and what he tapped into. And the mainstream media, other than you and a few people here at Fox, never gave him the credit he deserved. They said he would never run. He'd never file the paperwork. He'd pull out of the race. He won at every single step. And even on election night, they still don't respect him. Remember, election night, they said Donald Trump will not make a concession speech tonight, and he won. And then Hillary didn't make the concession speech, and they said, well, she's tired. Well, she's tired from doing what? She didn't go to Wisconsin.
It hasn't stopped.
She didn't find Pennsylvania.
You guys are done. I'm still at this every night. Yeah.
Hillary Clinton was saying that Donald Trump wouldn't accept the results of the election, and now a year later, she hasn't accepted the results of the election.
There's funny stuff you tell. All right, the diet on the plane, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Big Mac's filet of fish. But I know this is a fact. But all my favorite foods also, like all of us, right?
Look, he's a blue-collar guy. He's never changed from that. And the fact that we were eating McDonald's on the plane and Kentucky Fried Chicken, and maybe if we were really lucky, a Chick-fil-A every now and then, it just didn't, you know.
Really lucky?
We're really lucky.
Really?
Hey, Mr. Trump, can we change up a little bit? How about Chick-fil-A?
The schedule was so hard. He pushed himself and the team to the limit.
He got yelled at. He tells the story. You got screamed at because you fell asleep on the plane.
Sean, I fell asleep one time in 18 months, and he said, if you can't take it, we'll get somebody else. And he meant that in the best sense, because
That's right.
He is such a driver. He is a 71-year-old who works 19 hours a day, 7 days a week. And, you know, you don't hear the story. Remember, Hillary's tired. She had to take a week off before the debate. Donald Trump campaigned 6 stops a day.
What about Access Hollywood? That was a moment. Tell that story.
You know what? In the book, Let Trump Be Trump, we talk about these important moments in the campaign. The Billy Bush weekend, it was an important moment, but it showed the sand, the gravel that this president has, because he said, this was locker room talk. He made his statement, and he moved on. And he delivered, 48 hours later, a devastating performance.
People were saying they didn't even think he'd show up.
Remember that? The Hillary people were putting out, will he even show up? Not only did he come to the debate.
I say he won.
Clock.
I say he won the presidency that night.
I believe he did. I think.
Look, I agree with you. You know why? Because the Republican Party was so ready to walk away from him, and he destroyed her so badly during that debate. And don't forget, that was the debate where those 4 women sat there, the accusers of Bill Clinton, and nobody other than Donald Trump had the tenacity to make that happen because he doubles down. He is so good at going after.
How does happen? He's gotten rid of all these regulations. They didn't get health care yet, but we'll see what happens. This tax bill. I don't like some aspects of it, but this is going to help the economy. Ending regulations, corporate tax, repatriation, energy independence.
3.3% growth. Sean, for years, the 8 years of Obama, we lived under stagnation, 1.2, 1.6, the new normal of our economy, no growth. And now the sheer will of Donald Trump's personality and his hope and
keeping
optimism.
Businesses, shaming them into investing in the country.
That's right. And the power of his pen. He has grown our economy single-handedly. And with this economic package, with this tax reform package, he is going to drive our economy into the next stratosphere.
What about Republicans being so weak, Corey?
Look, you know why I love working for Trump? Because he's so tough. And he always doubles down. And what that means is he has taken those Republicans and he's dragged them to get tax reform done. Look, we were at the lowest unemployment rate in 25 years, the highest home ownership. The stock markets get $6 billion in because of Donald Trump. You know the numbers, Sean, better than anybody.
Corey, I said them every night for a year on purpose.
That's right.
So everybody would get it.
But he also...
But now it's changing.
And don't forget, Donald Trump made the issue of illegal immigration a campaign issue, and that was something the Republicans refused to do.
You guys were a part of history. It's called Let Trump Be Trump. Bookstores everywhere. My website, Hannity.com, Amazon.com. This will be #1. That's my prediction.